How's everyone doing today? Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This way you don't miss any future videos, people. So what we are going to look at today is we're going to see if my hack fix here is going to make any kind of difference in this steering situation on the Sportwerks Chaos, because the wheels were severely towed in before, which was causing the car to be twitchy and uncontrollable. So under acceleration, the car would, the wheels would tow in even more because the wheels are pulling, and they would go from like semi-straight to towed in order to accelerate, and it was causing the car to I believe it was pulling to the left when I was under acceleration, and then when I would let off, it would pull to the right. So there was no center. There was no center at all. It was completely unenjoyable. It took all the fun out of driving this. So we're going to see, after leaving this on the shelf for since the last time I made the video, it's been on the shelf. So I have to look and check what day that was that I made the last video on this. But yeah, so she's been on the shelf since I made the last video. So what I'm going to attempt to do now is remove this tape that I have all over the place. So quite a bit of it actually. I'm just gonna get the snips out and snip this off of here because it's gonna take way too much time to unravel this. So let's see what we got here. So this thing must have been in someone's storage for an extremely long period of time, and during that period of time they must have had it not stored properly. So they did some damage to the toe angle on this car, which it does not appear to be much better now. So what I was attempting to do is I was attempting to get this to, I would like toe out, because under acceleration they would be straight. So it seems like it may be slightly better now. Just trying to see if there's anything I can do to improve this. Well, let's take a look at the angle now. It seems like even when I apply pressure, they seem to be straight now. Like, let's say this is idle, so we have a slight bit of toe out, which is exactly what I was looking for. And then this would be acceleration. So this is idle. I'm trying to get them straight so that we can get a good angle of what we're looking at here. So this would be neutral, and then this would be under acceleration. Still seems like maybe you could do it with a little bit more finesse on this. Trying to think, there is no adjustability on this. I don't know if you guys can see this. None of these links are adjustable whatsoever. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's like tweaked. Like, you see how much that moves? Like, you see how much play that has? Like, that's moving quite a bit without moving the steering servo. Like, this has a lot of movement to it. So I don't know if this is something that's adjustable or not. It seems like the looseness is over here in this area. I don't know if you guys can see that. But this can't be incredibly tight either, because this has to move a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. This actually does have to move a little bit, but it may be too loose. Like this just seems very floppy to me. Like that seems like way too much movement. At least for me, that just seems like way too much play. Like this side's not as bad as the other side. You can actually see the wheels are like wearing unevenly because of the sketchy handling that we have going on here. They do appear to be slightly no, they're still off because of all this play we have going on here. But it doesn't appear to be like an abnormal amount for this particular car. I don't know if there's any way to tighten this up. I can tell you what, these front wheels are definitely wearing out a lot faster than the back wheels, which are making me wonder, do we even have drive? Yeah, we have drive in the back. This is how you check if your drive cups are stripped. Grab the front wheels and then you try to, yeah, we appear to have lost the drive cup in the back. You see how that one wheel is not turning with the rest? You see how this wheel over here is still able to turn even when I'm holding this? You see how this wheel is dragging? The other wheel should be doing the same thing. So even though we haven't driven this off-road, we still appear to have stripped out the drive cup over here. So the out drive on this back, I'll tell you right now. Okay, so this is how you guys know. Let me turn the light on this so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm talking about. Come on, power. Okay. I don't know why I'm not getting no power here. Hold on. Let me plug this into a different power source. Hang on 1 second for me. We're not getting enough juice over here. I'm gonna give it more juice. Okay, people. Thank you for watching, and here we go. Let's get some light. Let there be light. Come on. Bang. Bingo, bango. Now we're talking. Okay. So, front wheels are on the table. Okay. When I move this side, you see how I'm moving this side and the car is not moving? This side, but I can feel that this side is not stripping. So this side is clearly very stripped out. And you see how this drive cup over here, this drive cup is spinning freely. So we lost another drive cup somehow. That is why it was probably handling so sketchy, because all of the power was being directed to the front wheels, which were causing this to just be front wheel drive. And that is probably why she was handling so incredibly bad. These actually may be the bad wheels that I have on here, thankfully. You can see this flat spot from sitting for so long with something on top of it. But I went through these drive cups already. This is like the second drive cup on the back of this that I've lost. And you can't get these parts. Problem with this is you can't get these parts. So you hear how there's no drivetrain strain going on this side? But when I turn this side, this is spinning the diff, and it's free spinning on this side. You see how the front wheels, let me try to show you guys. You see how the front wheels aren't moving, but they want to? So this side has drive, and then look at this side. I can easily move this and no other wheels are trying to move. So we have, I lost the drive cup on this side, which I already have. I believe I have the drive cups out of my other Sportwerks Chaos already. I believe they are inside of my futon in my studio over here. So let me take a look real quick and we will see. That was quick. Now, let me take a look inside to this bag here, which appears to have a piece of something in here for some reason. Okay. So I'll show you guys what I'm looking at, because I took these parts off of the other Sportwerks car, because I bought this part. I thought it was the diff that was actually broke. So I have a new diff already. The bevel gear set for this car. I already have a brand new one. And that is this part right here. I thought the spider gears inside broke. So I had originally ordered those. So let's see. Unobtainium? Anyone? You can't buy these, but I have them. Can't buy those. So if you break them on yours, you're out of luck. So this is another part to the bevel gear set, it appears. Yeah, so I went through this whole car a bunch of times. I've already been through a lot with this car, trying to attempt to. Now I can show you why they strip out so easy. So you see here how this is like semi-round and semi-flat. So what happens to these is, because they are semi-round, they tend to strip out. And you can clearly see that this one here on the left is rounded out, and this one here on the right is not rounded out. You see how this whole entire hole looks round, and this one still has the flat edges on it? So this one I believe is good, and I believe this one is rounded out. So that is the weak point on these 1/16 scale Sportwerks Chaos Nitros. So you can clearly see how this is basically round inside, and it's supposed to have these flat sides on it. You see how this one has the flat edges on it still, and it's not totally round. Let's see if we can get another couple of these out of this bag here and see. See, I got Sportwerks Chaos parts here, everybody. Unobtainium, because you can't buy these parts here. Oh yeah, this one looks like it's in really good shape. You see how flat the inside edges of that are? Now, let me get the bad one. Okay, you see how much flatter this is on the sides compared to this one? So part of the problem, this is another good one. So both of these are good, I believe. So I'm gonna put these two to the side, and let's see if I have another one. I think I have another one too. And I also have, I believe I have two more of these on the other car that are good. See that one? I don't know, that one kind of looks rounded out to me. I don't know. Let's take a look at it compared to the other two that look good. Okay, here. So we have this one, which I just took out of the bag. And this one. So much rounder this is. They're basically different shapes. This is round, and this has these two flat sides. That's what I was saying. If they just made this like a box shape, like a complete square, it would be so much harder to round up. Because they have round over here and round over here, it's just so easy to strip these out. Then when they're done, they're done. You can see how much more open this is than this one. And let's see the other one that I think is good. Oh yeah, this one is like, I think the best out of all of them, maybe. You see how this looks like a very large hole, and this is smaller, and then this looks like smallest. That's why we were having the funny handling issues also. So that's probably why the car was shooting off to the side under acceleration, because under acceleration you have 3-wheel drive basically going on. You have this wheel, that wheel, and that wheel. So when I was pushing the gas, it was pushing the whole car to the right side of the street, and then when I was letting off of the gas, it was shooting back to the left, because this wheel was no longer driving the car. So at least we figured out what the issue is. So now I have 2 good ones and 2 round ones. So these are 2 good ones, and I will show you the other 2 that I believe are no good. So no good is on the left and good is on the right. See how round those are, and you see how these are kind of like rectangle shape still, and these are circle shape, rectangle, circle. Okay, so you guys understand what's going on here. These are extremely delicate. These cars, this part of this car is incredibly delicate. So once you lose the round, the oval shape in this, it's done. You're done for. So what I was actually thinking of doing, I probably shouldn't even tell you guys, but yeah, I'll just keep that to myself until I do it. Actually, I will tell you guys. So what I was thinking about doing is, you see these good ones that I have here? I was thinking of finding someone with a 3D printer to scan the good ones and print me out some new ones. So the reason I didn't want to say it is because somebody's probably going to steal my idea. But that's okay. As long as the parts are being made by somebody, it's okay. So yeah, I was thinking of sending one of these good ones off to someone and have them scan it and 3D print a new one, which I believe would be a perfect fix, because that 3D plastic that the 3D printers use are incredibly hard plastic, and that's what this should have been made out of in the first place. So I'm trying to debate which one of these I want to use. This actually kind of looks like it may have been rounded off already. This looks like it may be our only good one right now. So we're gonna go with this one. So I believe these 3, because I've been down this road before, people. So at least these 2 are pretty round inside and no longer have the flat edges. This one's still pretty good, but I'm gonna use the best one. I actually have 2 more mint ones on the other Chaos that I have, and these are the same parts that are on the, let me show you, the same parts that are on the front drive cup and the rear drive cup. Those are still on the other Chaos. I will bust out the other one day and show you guys. So for now, we're going to put these 3 back. We're going to keep this one extremely minty one out. And yeah, I must have messed that up the last time I drove it before I put it on the shelf, because I don't remember it handling like that. So yeah, you guys can see this wheel wants to pull the whole car forward, okay? This wheel does not pull whole car, does not pull whole car. So you want to figure out if you have drag, put the front wheels on the ground, grab the back wheels, and see which one is spinning freely. So now what I have to do is, we have the one good one up. And put these extremely unobtainium parts that you guys can't get. But like I said, if you have a good drive cup, you can have new ones possibly 3D printed for you. Like I said, it's my idea, so if you use my idea, I don't really care. Just remember who come up with the idea first. So yeah, we have a good minty one here with the, you see how minute the flat edges are? Like they're almost non-existent right from the start. So what we have to do now is we have to get to this drive cup here, and the only way to get to that drive cup is to, I believe we can just pop these ball links off over here with some pliers. This thing is totally covered in nitro fuel from when this had one of the fuel lines, I guess, was no good. The original fuel lines, I guess this engine or the header burned a hole through it somewhere and totally freaking covered the whole, you guys can see down in there, totally covered the whole chassis with nitro fuel, which I hate. I can't stand it when it freaking, it's all over the place like that. So let me get my little micro pliers here. You guys can see how small these, I got these at Tractor Supply one day. I got a 3-pack of these. Got these kind. I got the regular kind. Look how small this is. This is my hand. Okay. Small vice grip. Small needle nose vice grip. And a small clamp for clamping. So I saw those at the Tractor Supply store that was local to me, and I was like, yeah, I need those. Those would be great for this hobby right here. So what we are going to do is we're going to pop these ball links off so that we can get to the, let me see which way I want to pop this off of here. I don't want to break nothing. It's pretty easy to break stuff on these old rigs here. So what we're gonna try to do is actually, I might be able to use the tuning screw and just do this. Let's see here. Trying to get a good view for you guys here. So all we're trying to do is just pop this off of here real quick. Can you guys see what I'm doing? You guys can see that, right? Okay, so we're just trying to pop this ball link off here. Which everything's covered in nitro fuel now because the one line decided to burst. There we go. Can you guys see that? How I just popped that off of there real quick. So that one's off of there. And now we have this one over here. Can you guys see this one here? I'm trying to get this camera to focus in there. We got one right there. This one may be easier with the plier. But I've done this before because, yeah, I've been down this road before, so. I'm trying to think of what's the easiest way to pop. It might be easier to pop off from here. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope the video quality is good. Thank you all for all you subscribers. I got, like, at this point in time, I have 211 subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so you don't miss any videos. Because I'm gonna be trying to make videos. Okay. So that's off of there. So this whole wheel just comes down now, flops off like that. Which I probably should have took both of them off from there. So here you have the drive shaft And in here, I'm going to just pop this off. Actually, should I? No, just flip it up like that. And down in here is the drive cup, which is on there with the Phillips head screwdriver. So let me put this down for 1 second. Get my little Phillips head screwdriver here. I lost my flathead one in my shed, which I'm kind of upset about. So I've been using, so now I have to figure out how to hold this diff from spinning around. Cause you guys see that? When I'm turning this, I'm trying to get this camera a little better. When I'm turning this, it's turning the whole front wheels. Cause this drive cup ain't turning the front wheels. So what I'm gonna do is, got this screwdriver in here. I have the pliers. So what I gotta try to do is, this is my first time doing this on camera, but I've made this repair before on this car, so it shouldn't be too difficult here. Actually, it might be easier with this shock out of the way. I'm just gonna pop this ball cup off of this shock right now. You see this shock? That's why I love like ball cups like that, like because you don't have to unbolt stuff. You can just like pop these off of here. I'm trying to see if this screwdriver is big enough to do this job here. There we go. See how easy that was? Now this whole wheel is out of the freaking way. Okay, now we can do this a proper job on this. So I can get this on here. Okay. I don't want to destroy this thing, even though it's no good. Still don't want to wreck it. Okay, now we have a Phillips head down in here. And you see how this drive cup is not moving, but the front wheels are still moving when I'm turning this. So I had the same problem last time. So what I'm gonna try to do is, I'm gonna try to actually pinch this a little closer. I don't know, I can't get this on any closer. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. I have to keep, the whole wheels are turning. Drive cup is not spinning. So this wheel and this screw is still fixed to the drive cup. I mean, to the out drive from the differential. So we have to figure out how to get this to unspin, because the outer part of this cup is not spinning. I have it I'm holding it here with pliers, but the screw is spinning the wheels. So I remember dealing with this last time. I have to remember, how the heck did I get this off of here last time? I'm just gonna try to put these pliers a little bit tighter, really close to the drive cup, and see if that will work. No, it's not working. I'm gonna do a little tighter. I just have to get that out drive to stop spinning on the oh my god, this is not good. This is not good, people. This is not good. I'm pinching this pretty hard and go a little bit tighter. Any tighter, I don't know what's going on here. Come on, I just need this screw to loosen up. Come on. It's not happening. Okay, so we have to figure out how to get this off of here now. I can try to wedge something behind it, but we don't have the space for that. See, now it's working kind of, but when I hold this outside part, what's happening is this ain't spinning with the way it's supposed to be anymore. I know I fixed this once already. I'm just trying to remember exactly how I did it. I need to hold the freaking everything still. How can I do this? That is the question of the day. Because I don't want to strip nothing else out. You know what I mean? I can hold this one still, but I don't want to freaking mess it up by trying to get that screw loose. Seems like that may be the only option here. So what I'm going to try to do is get this plier down in here and hold this drive cup. But I don't want to pinch it. I just kind of want to hold it. Okay, maybe that'll do the trick. Let's see. So we're holding the drive cup to the front wheels, and we're gonna see if we can unspin this. Okay, so now the other wheel on the other side is turning. Okay, let's see if we have any luck. I think we got it. I think we got it. Yeah, look at that. We got it, people. So now let's take a look at this. You see what I'm saying? How this is round? Even the outside edges are bulging out. Look how this outside edge that's supposed to be flat is bulging out. Can you see the bulge? You guys can see that, right? You can see how that's not round. I mean, not oval anymore. And it's round. New one, old one. Okay, so if you have one of these cars, do not do burnouts with it. Do not drive it off-road. And you could do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, if you don't feel like throwing your money out the window, you should listen to my advice. You can see how this is all round and this one is still oval. So that's what happens because this is partially round. It's super easy to strip these out. So I am now going to take a look at this and make sure that this isn't round. So this is still oval. And you see the shape on that? Or is it round? No, it's oval shape still. It's not as oval as I would like, I'll tell you that much. It's not as oval as I would like it to be. So what I'm gonna do is put this new one on. Because in order to replace this, I would have to take the other chaos apart. And I really don't feel like doing that right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back this screw up because this still has the screw from when I took it off. Or it actually doesn't want to back out, so I'm just going to keep turning it so that it turns freely through this and tightens down into here. And this nitro that's all over this thing is driving me nuts. I'll tell you that much. So what we're going to do is I need this freaking screw out of here to make sure I get this on here correctly. So what I'm gonna, it's backing out now, okay. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. There you go. Okay, no screw. So now that I can make sure the orientation on this outdrive is correct. So that we don't do the same thing again, hopefully. Okay, you see how now no more strippy strip? I don't know if there's any way to make this any tighter onto here. Because I don't want to round this off. I'm going to run out of these eventually. down to what looks like this is the last one of the 4 that go on the wheels that I'm down to. Okay. I think it's good. I'm not going to drive this off-road anyways, so I'm not going to be extremely worried about stripping it out again like I am right now. I drove this off-road back a while back, and I stripped out both of the rear ones, so I know what it's like to fix these already. Okay, I am doing some damage here. So I want to make sure that this is very as tight as I can get it without stripping it, because I don't want any movement on this. I don't want any play on here. So that appears to be fixed, people. So I'm going to take this off here because I don't do any damage. And you want to see how easy this is to put back together? Okay, watch this. First you line up the drive shaft. Then we push the shock on. At least we attempt to. Let me get the pliers back out. Yeah, I want to get it so that you guys can see what I'm doing also. I don't want to be just doing this for nothing. You guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So, let's cooperate now. Okay, trying to get this to line up so you guys can see on the camera here is not that freaking easy, I'll tell you that much. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to do this. Okay, it looks like we're lined up. Can you guys see that? Come on. There you go. So that's back up. Now we line the drive shaft back up with the hole here. We get it to fall into place by itself. We don't want to force anything, so that's back in place now, okay? Okay, people, I shouldn't have took this off from over there because it's going to be a pain in the butt to put back on now. Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so we have to get this little dingleberry back on. You see this? You have to push this back onto place. Flathead tuning screwdriver. Can you guys see in there what I'm doing? You guys can see that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, this thing is like in an awkward position. Come on. Get back in your hole. There you go. Just push it out with my finger. And then we have the last one, which is the first one that we took off. Okay. So now we at least know why the thing was handling all kind of funky. Push back on my finger. All fixed. Look at that. Look at that, people. Okay. Now here comes the test. Oh yeah, we got drive back. We have drive. We have drive. Okay, so it appears we are all fixed back up now. So what I'm actually gonna do, since my hands are all covered with sand and nitro fuel, is as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going outside with this. And I am going to freaking clean the crap out of it. So, thank you all for watching once again. And we have the 1/16 scale Nitro Sportwerks Chaos 0.05 size motor. Nitro RC buggy. Back up and running again. It was running anyways, but you guys know what I mean. Now it is fixed so that we have, it looks like tow out on the camber here. or the caster. I don't know what that you call it, camber caster. I'm not too swift on the terms. I do know what I'm looking for though, so that's the good starting point. So yes, we have everything appearing to be 100% on this now. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos, because eventually I will get a plug for this, a new plug. We're going to run this because I believe the main problem with this is the plug. And we're going to try that first. The plug is like $5. It's a very cheap fix. So we're going to try a plug on this eventually. I can't guarantee you when, because currently on a budget right now, because you guys seen my black Honda Civic, so yeah, I'm still paying that. So I'm currently on a budget right now, so we are just working with what we have right now, people. So yeah, I'm gonna invest in a plug eventually for this. For the Tamiya, I may do a video on that one next, on attempting to get that to run again, because I believe what's going on is we have a blockage in the fuel system somewhere. I was watching Haggard RC, and he was showing how to check for a blockage, which I already knew how to check for a blockage, but it was just pretty neat that he made a video on how to check for it. So we are going to do same thing. We're going to go through the process of taking off the high-speed needle and checking for a blockage over there, and just make sure that we have no blockages, and then we're going to try to get that running. But I also need another plug for that car, because I did borrow the plug out of the Losi 8 buggy for the Tamiya. So I do not want to do that, and then not want to start like borrowing parts off another ones to get the ones that I'm trying to run running. So yeah, I do want to get some plugs, but it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of funds, and I don't have the extra funds for it right now, so we're currently on a budget. So we're going to work with what we have. I have plenty of fuel. I have like 2.5 quarts of 30%. I have a quart and a half of the new 16%, which I don't know if I'm going to buy more of that, to be honest with you, because it does, I mean, I love the way this runs on that, but cost wise, 2 quarts of that, $25. 3 gallons of Bones Brew is $100 delivered to the house. So for 8 quarts of that, I can get no, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, for 8 quarts of this stuff, I can get 12 quarts of the Bones Brew, which I'm gonna try to get 2012 or something like that. I know Texas Country Custom Country Homes has the 2010. So I may just invest in 2010 to run everything on. So or 2012, because I want higher oil content. And that's another reason why I didn't run this until I got the 16%, because I didn't want to blow this up. So this actually runs very well on the 16%. We just had that very sketchy handling going on, which now you can all see. The sketchy handling was not actually from the toe, was actually from having a bad drive cup, outdrive cup, which you can clearly see how bulged out. You see how this is bulging out? So you can kind of look at them. They're kind of hard to see actually when they're on the car. It's hard to see if they're bulged out or not. So this may be very bulged out now because I pinched it with the pliers over here, and then it was still free spinning. So Yeah, just keep that in mind. If you have one of these, be gentle with it. You want to do speed runs, that's fine. You want to drive it on pavement and go as fast as you can, that would be fine. But if you wanted to keep it as a collectible and have it worth any kind of money, don't strip out the outdrives because you can't get them. I have 2 more. I think I have 1 more in that bag that may be usable, but I for sure have 2 in that bag that are stripped out. 3 in the bag now because I'm going to put this one in the bag just to keep for future reference. So yeah, people, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you leave a comment, and make sure that you leave a like if you like these kinds of videos, or I may start making different kinds of videos on my Hondas and stuff, because it seems like I get plenty of views on those videos. I love making, I'm still going to make RC videos, but I may start leaning towards doing that kind of stuff, because if I don't get enough views and enough subscribers, I may do whatever I have to do to get more views and more subscribers. And it's not that I'm going to do something I don't like to do. I still like working on the Hondas. So there you go, people. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash that bell. Make sure you hit the like. Leave a comment. And I will see you all very soon. And we will be back burning some nitro on this car this weekend. I guarantee you, we will run this car this weekend and see how it handles. So we may be running more than just this, depending how I feel, depending if I decide to get into looking at the Tamiya, because I got kind of frustrated with it. When you get frustrated with something, it's better just put it away for now and then come back and look at it when you have more patience. So thank you all once again, and I will see you all very shortly on the next video.